The video presents a case study where Elena has to sell her startup or hire a new CEO. She has to choose, and today we are going to say what we think about that.
Okay, first we're going to talk about the first option, which is selling the business and the advantages of this. The first advantage is the immediate financial gain, which comes from the generous cash buyout from selling the company. The second one is the less responsibilities that Elena has, because there is, when you sell the business, there is a relief from all the stress from the day-to-day decisions that she has to make.
And the third advantage is the opportunity to pursue other things. For example, taking more time with her family because she is going to have a new baby. Maybe work in other things, maybe do jobs that she always wants to do, but she has the responsibility of the business, and nowadays maybe she has less. And that one is our third one. Now we are going to talk about the disadvantages of selling the business. The first one, unexpected success, is when if Elena regret of selling the business and has like a potential growth and she lose that success of her business, the business that she built. And talking about build, the emotional attachment is very important because she this startup, this business, and when you build something, you will always be attached, and if you sell, you are not more part of that business.
Adding to the loss of control and connection to a company, it also could end up in a business and administrational disagreement because selling the company could end up in unfavorable terms. And now we're going to talk about the option 2, which is hiring a new CEO. So these are the advantages. The first one is keeping control. If she hires a new CEO, Elena can still have the ownership and the potential profits of the company. Also, hiring someone new means acquiring a different perspective. It means that someone new can come in with expertise and leadership that can scale up the business, so it could help a lot. And third, we have the emotional attachment. This is a company that Elena built herself, so it allows Elena to step back from the day-to-day decisions, but she's still involved in the company.
Now, talking about the disadvantages of hiring a new CEO, the first one is a possible conflict because the company culture is part of the leadership that the company has, and we don't know how is the new CEO and how is his vision of see the company and employees and those things that can generate possible conflicts. Now, the second disadvantage that we find is about the results. For example, hiring a new CEO, the new CEO has to take actions, and maybe those actions can continue financial and operational risks, can break the business, and the results can not be the best ones that they will do it. Now, and the last one, we think to search of a perfect match, because it's important for a leader to continue his legacy with the correct person, and we have to choose the right candidate, and sometimes that is very difficult to see eye to eye to that person, and we think that can be a very bad disadvantage.
After a long evaluation between the two options and every advantage and disadvantage, we wrote our recommendation, which is that Elena should hire a new CEO, which is proactive, young, and responsible for this startup, because in this case, she can still have the ownership of the business that she works so hard for, but it allows her to have more free time and do the things that she wants, such as having time for her family, which it's because she has a baby that it's coming. So we think that a CEO can bring very new skills and another perspective to a company, which is very important, but it allows Elena to have her time.
As we think that Elena should hire a new CEO, these are our previous 5 steps to hire the right candidate to be the CEO of the business. And the first one is assessment of business potential. we think that we have to analyze the market, the growth trends, and the metrics of all the market to take a right candidate that can understand what we think about that.
Okay, the second step is the CEO search and selection. We think that Elena has to conduct a thorough search of a CEO that has also like a track record of working in similar industries and has strong leadership skills, and it's aligned with the values and the vision of the companies and Elena's way of thinking.
Now the third one, this is the transition plan. We think it's very important this step because it's to smooth the handover of the leadership of the enterprise, because if it is fast and strong, it can be like a bit not good to the business, and the culture, and employees should maybe don't understand the new leadership, and it's important to make it smooth.
The fourth step is stakeholder communication. We think that it's important to communicate this decision with transparency to the stakeholders, to employees, to investors, so everybody can stay calm and is aware of the decision.
And the last one, monitoring and support, is to establish ways to monitoring the new CEO, to make and give feedback of how is he doing the new things, and that's important to the new business. Now, to sum up this project, we think that hiring a new CEO strategically make positions to grow the business, and thinking about Elena, we think that it's the best option for her, enabling his private life, and has time for his new baby and what she wants to make, and it's like a reward to her, and he can be connected with the company because she's not selling the company, but she has like a new leadership, but she's still there.